so I can look busy. But looking busy doesn't necessarily create results. So when there's a plan, when there's a system in place, then you can't forget the hook punch. This is key. Like this made such a huge change in my business when I realized that as a busy mom, as a CEO, as a professional, I got to make things easier. And we're out here making things super complicated. Any of my complicated people, my complicated folks are just like, okay, I'm gonna go all the way around. I'm gonna go the inside, the outside. And do you know what that is? That's really the stall tactic. Anybody else know the stall tactic? Like I'm gonna do everything that else to do besides what I'm supposed to do so I can look busy. So I can look busy. But looking busy doesn't necessarily create results. So when there's a plan, when there's a system in place, then you can't forget the hook punch. You can't not do the hook punch because you'll be out there jab, 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 jab. Nothing happens. I'm still gonna jab, jab. Okay, why is the opponent still up? I'm still jabbing, jabbing. Hello? When am I gonna get that hook punch in? Come on, knockout, right? And knockout is what results in getting an email list. Knockout is what results in people in our programs. Knockout results in you hearing that no. How many of you are afraid of that no? I spoke about that yesterday with my tribe. Why we don't ask? Because we don't want to hear the no. I know I'm not talking to myself out here because I know there's something about that no that makes me feel so less than. One exercise that I love that we do with this tribe is we do something called ask. And we do a certain amount of asks that you have to do. And we'll do 10 or we'll do 15 and we'll ask each other and we'll ask each other. And I'm going to see if we can do that in Susie for the Big Money Summit. I'll ask Susie if we can practice that because that was a major breakthrough for me. Realizing that my no's were something personal. It was something deep rooted that why I didn't want to hear no. So whenever I didn't want to hear no, I wouldn't ask because I didn't want to hear no. So if that's anyone, I just want to celebrate you for being able to identify that hearing no is okay. And it doesn't really have much to do with you guys. So I did my stall tactics. I went around. Now we can come in through. Can you guys see the screen? Type out 1 if you can see my screen. Type out 1 if you can see my screen. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yay, everyone. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So as we know, it's the Make It Rain Challenge, right? And what I love about this is our chance for us to get really, really in touch with the fact that wealth is our birthright. Far too often, we've been running away from this concept because we love to see everyone else be wealthy. We love to help everyone to become wealthy. Has any one of you helped another person to become wealthy? Have you literally gave them all your tools, all your little side things? You've helped them to become wealthy, but yet somehow when it came to when you turned it back to around to ourselves, we dimmed our light again. We're like, maybe it's just for them. Maybe I was just given this gift for them. I'm here to help them. And that was me. You would see me. I'm a super supporter. You'd see me supporting Lisa. You'd see me supporting Steve Harvey. You see me supporting Susie. And then Susie would go, well, wait a minute, Allie. You do know wealth is your birthright also, right? And I go, oh, yeah, me. Oh, yeah, me. Because sometimes we're so into making sure everyone else is okay that we often forget ourselves. So I know she's not here today, but I got to talk about her. Because the best thing to do is to talk about someone when they're not here. Because she wouldn't let me. So Susie Carter, that is our profit coach. That is, I wouldn't even call her just a speaker and an entrepreneur, but she is divinely designed as the money maven. Like we go out to dinner with her and we would have an idea and she would just sit down there and go, toot, 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 toot. That's how you make money off of that. And we were like, wait, what? It's a gift. It's not something that she does. It's something that's embedded inside of her. And whenever you get a chance to just be in her space, this is not a surprise that she's helped thousands of businesses achieve exponential growth, or that she's super radical in terms of business strategies, and that she's not going to keep you ordinary. So how many of us have been trying to play ordinary for so long? Who are my ordinary people? Like, I'm okay being ordinary. Ordinary's cool. I can blend in with everyone else. But yet somehow in the playing the ordinary, we forget that we were created to be extraordinary. So I want you to type out, I am created to be extraordinary. I am created to be extraordinary. I am created to be extraordinary. No more playing ordinary. That's why you're with us. That's why you're surrounded with us. That's why we're going to continue pouring into you, so that that role of playing ordinary, that role doesn't exist anymore. All right. So are you ready to step it up? Who's ready to step it up? Who's ready to step out of ordinary? Ordinary is so 2019. Like, you can't be ordinary in 2020. The one thing I promised myself was, no way was I going to step into this out of 2020 the same. There's a reason we all went through 2020. Am I correct? Is there a reason why you all went through 2020? Is there a reason why you went through 2020?
1%.
Is there a reason you went through 2020? Stacey, I see you popping in. There's a reason that we went through this grit and this grind, because out of pressure, intense pressure, are beautiful diamonds. And I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to shine brighter. I'm so ready to shine brighter. No more playing small. No more even playing extra or extraordinary. It's like, I want to go to the extraordinary level right now, because I felt like I did extraordinary in 2019. I'll share some more about my growth, all because of being in Global Leaders, all because of having an amazing tribe. I was able to grow my database 53%, which is now over 70% now, because now we're in 2020. And guess whose business did not sink at 2020? In fact, it actually went up in 2020. Why? Because we were building systems and strategies way before this. It's like we were ahead of the curve. How many of you just got introduced to Zoom? Keep it real. How many of you have just got introduced to Zoom? This is the first time you've ever heard Zoom. But if you're part of our tribe, we've been rolling with Zoom for a while. We've been showing Zoom for a while. This is us. This virtual world, this is us. So what we're doing now is we're welcoming everyone into our world now. Like, come on in. This is what it is. We've been doing events. We've been doing webinars. We've created digital products before. At least I did. And I know my Global Leaders team did. And the reason we did is because we had a trailblazer like Susie Carter, like our amazing other global leaders that we joined together that are so visionary, that who knew that this was going to happen and that we'd be prepared already. Now, I'm the queen of hating systems. Anyone hate systems? They look at system and they just started seeing cross-eyed. Like, you're like this, oh my gosh, what is happening? What do you mean CRM? What do you mean? All these letters that they start throwing in front of us. Oh, you need to get CRMs, and you need to have a LPD, and you need to be a CEO, and all these other letters. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm back in school again. And what is the difference between when I started my business before and after, was the fact that being part of the global leadership, being part of the boot camp, being part of things like Big Money Summit, helped me to realize that I had to take time and build my database. That it wasn't just about showing up. That it wasn't just about, okay, I'm doing a live today, because I was queen of doing lives. Because it took me a while to do lives, and I'm like, okay, I got lives down. But remember, this is what I was doing. Hook, 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 hook. I mean, sorry, jab, 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 jab. Oh, great. Jab, 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 jab. Oh, look, they love me. Look, all those likes. Jab, 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 jab. Ooh, they're sharing me. Nothing. Until I realized, hey, Allie, you have to step your game up. You need a system. You need to get them off of social media. You need to keep them. You need to nurture them. You need to love on them. You need to have a relationship with them. And that's where this came out of. And that's all being part of this tribe, being part of people who are visionaries, who don't stay stuck in the now, but who are already planning 2021 and 2022. They're already there, right? As a result of that, my sales increased over 418%. I went from not having a product, and this is all side hustle stuff, as Susie mentioned. This isn't even my primary investor, but this is side hustle. This is me being an autism mom, me having a nonprofit for autism families, me, being an audiologist and speech pathologist out in the world, and I pray pretty big in those worlds, and then saying, oh yeah, I have a gift out here. Oh, I can help others to develop their businesses. And I tend to make things super simple because I work with special needs. So because I'm a communicator, because I work with special need families, I had to learn how to simplify things. Because when you say CRM and all these letters, and I go, oh man, okay, forget it. I won't do it. And I ran away from it for many years until I kept showing back up. I kept showing back up because there was something with everyone who I was around that was making success. The one thing I noticed about them is that they believed that they can do it. And they kept themselves surrounded by people who were making moves. See, why I left New York all the time to go to California, where people thought I was practically living in California, because I think I was on the plane literally almost every 2 weeks I was back in California, because I realized my immediate tribe couldn't serve where I was going. My immediate family, they didn't understand anything about this world. What do you mean help people? What do you mean you're not using your doctorate? You went to school for all of that. What do you mean? How many of you are the educators, or you went to school for something, or you have a profession, and then you come back and tell your family, but I'm gifted for something different. And I can't wait till Pastor Esther share all about that. But being consistent and starting with a simple book, this simple book for $14.97 was how I went from one into a product suite, which is what we're going to learn some more when we're in the Big Money Summit. We're going to learn about how to take one thing and then turn it into a gigantic empire. And then you just watch the money come in and you keep revamping it because you have a system. You just have to rinse, repeat, and tweak. Rinse, repeat, and tweak. Rinse, repeat, and tweak. As a result of the book, we created a video series. We moved on to our mastermind group. We created a membership group. We created VIP coaching. We created workshops. We created live events. My Mompreneurs on Fire. Shout out to my Mompreneurs on Fire squad if you're passing through. We created my first All Amazing Moms retreat, a retreat for other autism moms who needed a break and who need to learn personal development, all from a book. So while everyone else out there is telling you, oh, you just need a product, oh, you just need to create a digital course, oh, you just need one thing, it's so much more. It's a bigger vision. And that's what I love about being around people like you guys, just like you, because now we're all family. Once you're here, that means we don't let you go. Yeah, we're kind of clingy like that, right, Sam? We get like this, like we meet each other, we love on each other, and then we get like, okay, where are you? We miss you.
Yeah, we're family. We look for you. We're like, where are you at?
You know, so you're here, so you're staying with her. We're here. Understand it's not a one and done. We don't like people. We don't even, ourselves, if I even tried to show up just once and disappeared, they would be like a APB out. Where is Dr. Allie? Where is she? Is she okay? So understand that you're home. Welcome home. Understand that you're part of a tribe. Welcome to our tribe. And we roll deep for our tribe. We go extraordinary for our tribe. And understand that you too can learn how to turn one thing, your gift, the thing that you were gifted with, into a product suite, into an empire, into enterprises of just who you are. I didn't even have to make anything up. I even have a podcast. All from just being me. And that's what I love about being part of this tribe. We get to start with one thing and develop it into others. My social media growth has grown exponentially. Speaking engagements, ABC, NBC, all of that great stuff. The great stuff happened because I wasn't doing it alone. So for all of my loners, any loners out there, because I'm a queen loner, like the pandemic was really good for me because then I didn't have to see anyone. anyone out there like me who is like an introvert, even though people think you're the most extrovert, you would not think I'm an extrovert, right? You're like, oh my gosh, Dr. Ellie, she's so ah. Okay, yeah, I'm like that. And then I go straight back into my quiet zone. And I was like, this is perfect. So what I did during the pandemic, since I was inside and I wasn't traveling as much, is I went beast mode on my systems. And I just started working with each one. I went back to my global leaders. Like people think that we don't go back to our books. We keep all of our material and we go back. We're like, okay, what do I need to tweak? What do I need to up level? What do I need to pivot? We have the information already, guys. You have it already. And you're in the space to gain more. And what I love about this tribe is you don't get just to come once. You can go back over that same material as many times as you want to. And you'll see you begin to gain more clarity, Your visibility increases because now your tribe is supporting you. Pretty much almost everything I post, my tribe is like, share, send it out. So my reach has increased because of my tribe. And then I was able to shift the niche. I didn't have to stay one place, because we don't all have to stay one place. We may start off one place, we may get tight in one space, we may move in one space, but we were created for so much more.